Hey guys, welcome to the channel. It's been a while. So I had a little bit of free time and I said I was going to sit down and do a voiceover for this video, as I haven't done one now in a while. I also decided to choose a little bit of funky background music. I don't know what it is. I think it's because I'm changing my charcoal game. But anyways, so what I've done here is I've gotten a makeup sponge and I've just run it through a bit of willow powder, and I'm just very loosely kind of marking out the drawing, just referring to the reference image. I don't plan on copying this reference image exactly, I'm just using it as a guideline. So I'm really trying my best to kind of step out of my comfort zone a little bit, and I plan on doing that a lot more over the next couple of videos. And yeah, this is something I normally struggle with, as I like to kind of get everything nice and fine. So it's been a little bit of a challenge, but I'm very happy with the progress I'm making. So basically what I'm doing here now is I literally ran around with my Excel charcoal block and just kind of very loosely indicated the kind of darker high contrast areas. Just using my finger now, I'm just going to blend out some of that solid charcoal and just create a few of the darker tones. One thing I really love about this process is how it all comes together. There's been a few times when I stood back and looked at it and going like, oh my god, I can't believe this looks absolutely ridiculous. But just by constantly working on it and working on it, it really starts to take shape. So yeah, just applying more of my Excel charcoal block, kind of blending out a wee bit, just creating some dark tones. And you can see the contrast is really starting to come together now. I can now go ahead and blend some of that solid charcoal into the lighter kind of tone, the willow powder. Initially, I had no idea which direction I was going to go with this, but as I started kind of using my eraser and adding in some of the white highlights, I decided to almost go for like creating brush strokes, and yeah, it really started to take a whole different dimension. Beautiful thing about art is that there really is no right or wrong way, and although I'm quite happy with how this picture turns out towards the end of the video, I learned so much by just having fun, being loose, being creative. These white highlights really bring the whole image together. And then I think it's just around this point I started to get a little bit carried away with the white highlights. But if you're trying anything like this at home, you know, just be loose. There's no right or wrong way. You can only learn from the process. Normally this would be the type of stuff I'd normally do in Photoshop prior to starting a piece, but in this particular drawing, I'm kind of just doing it all in the moment. So you would have seen me using these rectangle cutouts in the last video. And when I looked at this image, when I finished it, when I looked back on it, You know, there's a few errors that I think I could have done better. Maybe I could have made the rectangles slightly bigger. But do you know what? It looks pretty cool, and it's another technique that pretty much anyone can use to really transform an image. I really loved just kind of the effect that the eraser gave, so I decided to put in all these little strokes throughout the face, all these little gestures. And when you look at the image up closely, it's really, really cool. Really happy with this one, how this one turned out, just using a few really basic techniques, and I look forward to working on the next few pieces where I can incorporate all this together. But yeah, one love, thanks to everyone who's subscribed, and yeah, I'll see you all in the next video. Take care everyone.